James Fody with ChukkerTV. I'm joined by Dale Schwetz, and this is my first international game. So what should I expect in this game?
Yeah, I've had the opportunity, James, to be at all 7. This is going to be number 8, of course. US team. It's great having the countries come in and representing, and especially with ChukkerTV is kind of cool because it's the one time that we have the opposing team's country can actually get involved because of ChukkerTV. So a lot of energy there. And anytime you represent your country, it just adds so much to the game. So it's a lot of fun for the U.S., the GCPC U.S. team, and the team for France.
So who's the player to watch for on France, let's say?
Yeah, you got to keep an eye on Pierre. Henry, he's an amazing player. He's the highest rated player in France. 6-goal player. Showed his style and his control. He's a very methodical player. Played in the back of the game. He got to play they got to play in the United States Polo Association 20-goal, and that was kind of cool. They gave him a variance to play for the French team, which was great. And he controlled the team very well. So I'd keep an eye on him. He's got a lot of good players in front of him. They mix it up, and he's got some attacking players, some young 3-goal players that are very strong. And I actually have all the names here. I'll go through all the names so we have them to make sure we get everything right. But they're going to put Luis Jarret. He's going to play the number 1. And he's a very fast running 3-goal player. I like him in the front of the game. He did really well. And then they put Eduardo Pan and they put Julian Wren. They work in the middle, and he plays the back. So I keep an eye on him. On the opposing team, with the U.S. team, of course, you got Nicky Rodan.
Right.
Highest rated American player at 8 goals. And then, they're going to mix it up. You have Ganzi in the front, and then you have the 2 young bucks in the middle with Juancito Bellini and Grant Ganzi. So 2 players in the middle gel. But the teams will be controlled. Both of these teams will be controlled by the number 4 player.
Who's your pick? Who's winning this game?
So hard to always go against your country, James. And they've won 7 of them. Listen, it's always tough for another team to come to your country and play on borrowed horses and get ready. The one thing I will tell you about this game, which I'm really excited to watch, is the French team got here early. They've been preparing. They got to play in a 20-goal tournament, which they did very well against a similar team. They just didn't start out well. I got to interview the players. They felt that. They felt they didn't start well. They know they need to come out on good horses, so they learned a lot. They've been riding every day. They've been sticking balling every day. That's going to give them a bit more of an advantage. But it's always tough when you gather a good GCPC U.S. team on their home turf. But I'm gonna leave this one open. This is gonna be a fun one. This is gonna be a real tight one.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to a good game. I'm excited. I know Dale's excited.
Yes, sir.
So we'll see you at the game time.
Welcome back to ChukkerTV. I'm Dale Schwetz, and I'm here with Jan Eddick Frank. Jan, what a day we've had here.
Beautiful conditions, and a very, very full house. If I look over here to my left, a lot of people. Good afternoon to you all. Nice to see so many of you with us on a absolutely glorious day. We've already seen the very, very entertaining can-can dancers.
They scared me, actually, when they came out.
And also the mime. I think the mime caught you a little bit off guard.
Caught me off guard. I knew they were coming, but I didn't see them coming.
But anyways, also from me, a warm welcome. We are literally just minutes away now from the big one, the crown and the jewel, the 2019 international, 7 times straight wins for GCPC Team USA up against the boys from France. And I just had a little look over that, just wanted to verify their numbers. They are very much looking forward to giving America or Team GCPC USA a good run for their money. 7 straight wins. I've got the results from the previous years here. But Dale, tell me, the anticipation, the excitement, how are you feeling?
All right, so I just left Team France's tent. They're very calm, very relaxed. They're down with their lady friends, their wives, their girlfriends, hanging out, relaxed, very relaxed. I was very, very cool to see that. And they were talking it out. We went over the challenge system. Remember, they're new to the challenge system. We are using the challenge system. We are playing 5 chukker polo today. So we'll have 3 chukkers. They will get a challenge in the first 3 chukkers. Use it or lose it, like our Director of Operations, Juan Bellini, was explaining to you. But if you miss that, and then they'll get another challenge in the second 2 halves. We are using the triggers, so be prepared for the triggers. The triggers are, and I'll bring them to your attention just in case you're not used to that. We trigger it where the umpires can use the cameras. They can help, the IRO can help them make a better call based on a goal being scored, based on a safety being committed, on which player went off of, a penalty 6, based on any unsportsmanlike conduct or any collision between a 4-legged athlete and a 2-legged athlete. So we'll use the triggers to make better calls. Those are some of the things we're going to see. Let's break down these teams, Jan.
Well, let's have a look at the boys from France. We've got obviously the best of the best that France has to offer, led, of course, by the captain, Pierre-Henri Ngoumu, playing off 6 goals. And as you know, Deli already played one.
Strong player.
Strong player, already played a warm-up tournament. Well, for him, a warm-up tournament. He played and won the Pedro Morrison Memorial Final. So we saw how good that Frenchman is. Now, he's got with him in midfield 2 4-goal players, Julien Rennes and Edouard Pan, both very solid of 4 goals. And leading at number 1 will be the 3-goaler, Louis Jarige. So, and like I said, we had a couple of practice games that we saw. A solid team, but of course the engineer, the maestro, will be the captain, Pierre-Henri Ngoumu. For the boys from America, of course, no surprise there. We've got the Cobra, Mark Ganzi, leading his team out with Grant Ganzi, the very talented 3-goaler, with his wingman, Juancito Bellini, who'll be playing the number 4 position. And then, of course, we have the highest rated American player, none other than Mr. Nick Roldan. So as you were saying, that it promises to be a very, very exciting, and who knows, it could be the year that America might have to bow to the French.
So this is what I want to say. I've got to watch the French team play. I'm going to break them down. I've got to study them. I watch video on these guys. And let me put the names up here again. So Louis Jarre, this guy, 3 goals, will play the number 1. He scored more goals than anybody else on the team in the national 20 goal, the USPA national 20 goal. They got it. We had a variance from the United States Polo Association to let Team France play in that. That was huge. Juan Bellini talked about it. They came in early. They prepared for this tournament more than any other teams who have had come to play here in the United States. That's a big part. They're riding borrowed horses. You got to get used to those horses. You got to get used to where you play. He did a great job at 3 goals. I love Julian and Eduardo in the middle. 2 4-goalers that play power polo. They don't mess around. They go to the man. They hit and run. And Henri, he is amazing at the number 4 position. We might see them change around a little bit because I got to talk to the captain. He said they are going to key on Roldan. Bellini said that too in my discussion with him. He thought they would key on Roldan. Not a bad thing when Nicky's 8 out of the 17 goals, 2 17-goal teams. Now you go on the other side, you put the Cobra out in front, he loves to pull the team. He plays well with his son behind him. Juancito and Grant play very well in the middle, but what I like about the U.S. team is that Juancito and Nick Roldan, they will rotate. And when Juancito rotates to the number 4 position and Nicky drops his shoulders and goes forward, then you got to watch out.
Absolutely, and that's exactly, I think, what both teams are going to do. But you picked up on the fact that they obviously want to keep an eye and get a grip on Nick Roldan. He, of course, playing off 8 goals, the highest handicap player, not only today in this international, but also the highest handicap player in America. And we've seen him win a couple of MVPs in this full season, so he really is the man they need to get a grip on. And let's just hope with their strategy that's going to work for them.
You got it. So let me help you out a little bit, too, if you're new to the French team. And we have our list here with Luis. He wears a camel helmet, the number 1, camel purple. It's easy to follow him around, better off there. And we're going to put Julian. He wears a green, Dayglow green, ChukkerTV green. Actually, not hard to find him. And then Eduardo Pan will wear a gray helmet. So it's easy to find him. And then the captain, well, he wears a red helmet. And boy, you can't. You're gonna see him. He gets a lot of balls, a lot of plays.
Exactly, and having had a little a word with them, engaging the the team spirit, they are very, very much eager to go and obviously to do their nation proud.
We got Team France over here. We got a bunch of fans over here.
And he's already praying. There's one man already. He's praying to the polo god, hoping that it's going to be a good luck game for the French this afternoon. You keep praying. Yes, indeed. Bonjour, mes amis de Français de France. Nice to see you with us. So yeah, it's going to be, I think, a cracking game. And let's have a look at the time. We're about, I think, 10-15 minutes away. Let's have a look. How much longer we've got to go? It is now coming up to 2:55, so we're about 5 minutes away. Now, we are also, Dale, we have, of course, the French national anthem, and we're delighted this afternoon to have an opera singer from Miami by the name of Daniel Krause, who is going to be singing a little bit later on to introduce, of course, the French national team. And then, of course, as always, Mr. Jeff Blake, our very own, to introduce and sing the American national anthem.
I love it. It's going to be great to hear both national anthem. And remember, let's talk about the International Cup. One thing that I've found, and I've been at all 8 of these, is that when you represent your country, it is amazing. And the energy that's involved in representing your country. So we want to make sure we give a big shout out to everybody in France. We hope we have a bunch of viewers coming in to ChukkerTV from France. We told the French team to make sure they get in touch with all of their players and friends down there. Please get on the Facebook conversation. Let us know where you're watching from in France, because we'd love to get back with you. And I'm sure I could talk to our executive producer, Mike Ferreira, who has all the ChukkerTV swag in for 2020. And maybe we should pick out a few French viewers that are the most fun on Facebook today.
Yes.
And give them some ChukkerTV gear, hats and T-shirts.
That would be nice. But now let's just have a look, Dale, at the last 7 years.
All right, we can give away the house. I guess I just heard in my ear. We can give away the house.
Wonderful.
So get on the Facebook conversation.
Wonderful. Well, let's have a look at the history of this tournament. Back in 2012, the first team to come out and try and take on Team America was Team UK, and they narrowly lost 6-8.5. In 2013, then, it was the boys from Chile who
that was a good team.
Was a good team.
Good team.
Well, the result was still quite quite significant. 13-8, America won. The year after that was a very close call. Only 3-2.5. Mexico sent on their way, and then in 2015, South Africa. That was again a bit of a clear victory. 12-7. 2016, Uruguay had a go at it, but they also were sent home with a 3-6 defeat. And then in 2017, I would have liked to have been here for 2017 just because of the dances. They had Brazil losing 7-9. And last year, you may remember, we had the boys from the Land of Fire, the Azeris, playing here. Also a very close game. That score 9-7.
That was fire.
That was fire indeed. We had the fire dancers. So let's have a look over the field. The players they've been warming up their ponies. Well, Dale, as you were saying, we've analysed the players, we've analysed the team. This really could be 6 of one or half a dozen of another.
Listen, one memory that I have that goes way back was Team England. And I got to bring this, so I hope we have a lot of viewers from England today. But I got to tell you, the English team, they were so much fun. These guys, they represented Team England and the UK, amazing. But not just fought on the field, but man, they were fun off the field. They lost the game. They came in. They made this tent, the VIP tent, raise up. What a time we had. So big shout out to the English team. You guys know who you were. Came and played. What a fun time, man. We love this International Cup here. Mark and Melissa Ganzi, it is one of their babies, and for the Grand Champion Polo Club, and it's always a special time for us. The worst part of it is it's the end of the fall season.
Yes,
we're finishing up here.
It is, but you know what? As they say, the show must go on. And Dale, the show is going on next month with Snow Polo in Aspen, Colorado.
Yeah, we're firing up. We're getting ready. ChukkerTV family's going to be rolling out there. And I got to talk to Director of Operation Juan Bellini. Says the players are getting organized. What a time it is there. 16th through the 20th. A lot of fun. And also they actually dedicated Snow Polo Day there in Aspen, in Colorado. So it is, what a time. And it has grown to be the go-to event. I mean, people fly in from all over the world. It's a great time to be in Aspen, Colorado, too, because it's right before Christmas, and all the ski slopes are open from Snowmass, all across there, Ajax. A lot of fun. Restaurants. It's not overly packed. Sometimes they get into Christmas, they build up there. And it's a great way to start off the holiday season. And we're looking forward to that. And you can go to snowpolo.net to get all your information for tickets.
And, of course, as always, it'll be brought to you via ChukkerTV.
ChukkerTV.
Well. We say ChukkerTV, Dale?
We love the polo.
We do indeed.
We love it. All right, so we're going to get ready here. Looks like they're lining the teams up down in the end zones. And we're going to do a little walk in here. We're going to bring the French team in. So everybody here at the Grand Champions Polo Club today, look at your team. Get behind them here. They're going to bring them in. The French team will be lined up in our Orlando goal. In the north goal, they're going to be led in by, looks like Gaston Dorniac, who's done an amazing job.
Well,
Gaston and Roddy.
Absolutely. Gaston Dorignac, of course, also a WPL umpire. Great to have him on board, of course. And then the experience from Roddy Matthews, of course, also here. And as you were saying, we've got an IRO back in the studio. So it's going to be a thrilling afternoon. And as I look into the VIP section, and again, over here to my left, literally a packed full house. Stage is set, Dale. I think we're going to give it over to the umpires and watch the players come in. And then, of course, we will start everything with the national anthem.
Right, so we're going to have our U.S. team down, of course, in the south goal. They will enter to the center, and we'll get our national anthem going here and get ready. This should be a lot of fun. And I want to thank everybody also here who's also done some interviews and a very emotional ending the Carlos Cresidas Memorial, the Legends of the Polo. And it was great seeing all those players at Carlos Cresida, and of course having Carmen here. Just a real heart-touching moment.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that is exactly it. Polo, a game with passion on the field and, of course, passion off the field. And look over there, Dale. Here they come, the can-can dancers, led in there by Doug Verga from Doug Verga Entertainment. So we have, as you were saying, we have lots of entertainment, lots of little surprises coming your way. Now then, I'm going to take my position, Dale, and we'll be catching up a little bit later.
All right, so moving on over, we'll get everything organized here. Stay with us. We're going to be right back here in the next 3 minutes for the beginning of the 2019 International Cup, GCPC USA facing off against Team France live from the Grand Champions Polo Club.
Broadcasting and the French. As they are the same colours in the American flag there, GCPC Team USA there also, but predominantly in blue shirts. And over to my left there I can see already waiting for their cue the 5 beautiful can-can dancers brought to you, of course, by Doug Verga Entertainment. The 2 umpires, a man from Argentina, Gaston Dorignac, and the Englishman, Roddy Matthews, as the players come in a little bit closer. Thank you, gentlemen. Merci beaucoup. Now, if I could ask you all, please, to kindly be upstanding as I now hand over the microphone to the opera singer all the way from Miami, ladies and gentlemen, for the French national anthem, please, Daniel Krause.
Allons enfants de la patrie, le jour de gloire est arrivé. Contre nous de la tyrannie, l'étendard sanglant élevé. Entendez-vous dans la campagne mugir ces féroces soldats? Ils viennent jusque dans vos bras, égorger vos fils, vos compagnes. Aux armes, citoyens, formez vos bataillons, marchons, marchons, qu'un sang pur abreuve nos sillons.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Beautifully done there. The French national anthem, brought to you by the opera singer Daniel Carles. Thank you very much indeed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, please welcome the one and only Mr. Tom Blake, and please be upstanding now for the American national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderfully sung. Thank you very much indeed to both our singers, Daniel Carles and, of course, Mr. Tom Blake. Now, without any further ado, I would like you to, I'd like to introduce you to the teams, and please give them a hearty, warm welcome. We're going to start, of course, with our guests from France, ladies and gentlemen, as the Can-Can girls, who I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of throughout the afternoon. Merci beaucoup, the lovely ladies. So without any further ado, please, Grand Champions Polo Club, make some noise as I introduce to you Team France at number 1. Give it up for Louis Jaige. À numéro 2, si c'est bonjour to Julien Rennes. Numéro 3, number 3, ladies and gentlemen, Edouard Pan. And a special welcome to the captain, Pierre-Henri Ngoumo. And now over to GCPC USA, ladies and gentlemen, at the number 1 position. There is only one Cobra, Mr. Mark Ganzi. At number 2, please give it up for the superstar on the polo horizon, Mr. Grant Ganzi. At number 3, ladies and gentlemen, highest handicap player in the United States, 8 goals, Nick Roldan. And at number 4, they call him El Guapo, the talented Juancito Bellini. Your 2 umpires, ladies and gentlemen, from the United Kingdom, Mr. Roddy Matthews, and from Argentina, Gaston Dorignac. Strap yourselves in. Enjoy your croissants with your hamburgers, because that's what it's all about. We are going to see the 8th International Cup here at Grand Champions Polo Club 2019. We went through the teams that have tried but have failed so far. Could this be the year that a guest team might come and lift the prestigious trophy? Of course, we will have the extended prize presentation right after this game. Oh, I told you that horse is looking a little bit funny, Mr. Matthews. So here we go then. They're going to line up. And another quick pony change here by Juancito Bellini. Remember, he's playing the number 4 position. Well, Dale, it's come down to the hour is upon us. I'm sure there'll be nerves out there, but I think a lot's going to come down to the number 3 here for GCP USA and the number 4 for France.
5 chucker to polo. You got to come out early here, Yan. First ball to play, and away we go.
And straight away, the French trying to win the throw-in. And as Juan Bellini said in a recent interview, it makes such a lot of difference winning the ball because it immediately puts you into the attacking mode. And there was a shot on goal. So very quickly, Team France flexing their muscles, wanting to... Well, I can't see, sorry. Sorry, mate, sorry. So that ball just going over the back line. Team GCPC USA will have a hit in from their own back line. And I think that will be the strategy for the French boys to very quickly put the pressure on early to give GCPC USA a real run for their money. Intercepted, didn't get through to Bellini. Picked up by the captain. In comes the first challenge. Oh, he's outplayed him well. But straight away, GCPC USA have another man on. Pierre-Henri, he will go for the outside. A long shot to goal. There's a man in the centre. And again, one that's all taking place so far, Dale, in the American half here. And that could be goal number 1. And there it is. The French go completely crazy over to my right. Or maybe not. Well,
And like you said, yeah, coming out early, and I talked to the French team early. They said they were going to attack. They were going to apply the pressure early. What they learned in their earlier 20 goals this month was that they started too slow. They're going to come out on good horses, and right now, coming out, and I told you, keep an eye on Louis Jarret, a 3-goal player, picking up the first goal of the day already. He is a go-to player. Look at this on the breakaway.
Absolutely. So Julien Rennes opening up the scoring account, and all of a sudden they turn things around. Here they go. The French are on fire this afternoon. And as they say, bien joué. And that is goal number 2, and I believe the second for Julien Rennes. Wow. Well, what a cracking start here for the boys from France.
All right, so Julien Rennes getting the first one there. And we'll check on the second goal. First goal, Julien Rennes on the green helmet. You got it. Second goal is going to be picked up here by Pierre-Henri Oumu. So mixing it up here is Julien will get the first one. Pierre will get the second one. And what did I tell you, Yan? I talked to Nicky before the game. You got to come out strong. Here we go.
Well, you said it right. You called it, Dale. And all of a sudden, they're winning every single throw-in. And this could be goal number 3, a little cut shot to goal. And Team GCP USA seem to be bulldozed here by the French. And again, the captain looking for a little passageway through. But have you noticed that every single time they've won the throw and they've just up and away?
3 for 3 on the bowlings. Get the bowling, get the offensive attack. That's what they're driving right now. There's a nice defensive play here, though, by GCPC USA. Knock-in coming, Nicky Roldan.
Well, Nick Roldan so far hasn't even been allowed to remotely play his game. Because, as we said in the pre-match analysis there, the strategy is to keep him under control, and they've stolen it back once more. This time maybe now Roldan, and he will want to run with this. And we've seen that so often. Roldan, and he will now launch the first attack deep into the French half. It's sent back nicely with an open backhand there from Julien Rennes. Clears it out of the danger zone, and he feeds it up to the captain. Pierre-Henri. Hard challenge there, and a ride-off from Juancito Bellini. It's sent back into no man's land, but Julien Rennes keeping his wits very much about him. As Grant Ganzi. Here comes the under the next shot. It goes over the halfway line. Mind your soup du jour.
So go ahead and keep that ball. Keep that ball. Do not throw it back on the field. Keep that ball. The player, keep the ball. Keep that ball. They will sign it. They will sign that ball after the game. So that is a souvenir from Grand Champion Polo Club. So we will get our first time out here with 3:25 on the clock. Now, we are using the courtesy change. The courtesy change, of course, used at the Grand Champions Polo Club, Aspen Valley Polo Club, as safety of the four-legged athlete. And, of course, we do have the French team riding borrowed horses from Santa Rita breeding operation, Halo Polo. And for safety of the four-legged athlete, and, of course, the two-legged athlete, we will have a timeout between the middle of the chukker, usually, somewhere in the middle of the chukker, on a dead ball play. When I say dead ball play, I mean a penalty shot, a bowl-in, or, of course, a ball that goes out of bounds. And our first ball went out of bounds, went over here to the French fans, and they are fired up here, Yan, coming out early. This is the start that the white team wanted. Now, this is a very strong U.S. team. They will feel you out. Roldan will pick his holes, but this is a great step by this young French team.
Absolutely, Dale. I could not agree with you more than what you've said. But, of course, the big question is, can they keep this momentum and this pressure for the entire duration of the game? But, of course, it is the cracking start that they wanted. So here we go then from where that ball went over the sideboards. It's going to be down to the engineer, the maestro, Nick Roldan. Sends this one up high in the sky, looking for Juancito, who's just come back out on a freshman. Oh, that looked a little bit controversial. And as they say in French, that's a no-no.
A no-no?
A no-no.
No-no?
A no-no. You cannot do that. No, you cannot do that. No.
All right, so right here we have a right-of-way violation, of course. A little overzealous play here by Luis Jarre, the number 1 3-goal player. But I got to give it up here. You're going to get an open goal here for sure. Dangerous play, too far in front of the saddle. But on hindsight, if you're the French team, you need to play aggressive.
Absolutely, Dave. You need to hold up against this very, very, very strong team here. And, of course, these four boys from GCPC USA, they know each other inside out. We had a practice game only yesterday afternoon, and I think it's going to be the Cobra who will attempt to take this penalty. It's an open goal. And you can see... Oh, he's put it wide.
Oh.
Well, that can only be down to nerves because the way the French boys have come out here, I think...
Get the blood going early.
Yeah, exactly. And I think GCPC USA weren't quite expecting that. So, very unusual to see the Cobra put that one wide. He took a nice, calm walk up to the ball. So the French have it again. They're deep in their own half. They get another chance. Here's the nice lofted one up to the front. But immediately they will shut it down. Nicely taken, and it's deflected, but just where he wants it. Juancito, there's a little appeal, but he quickly... Well, now that again, Dale. What happened there?
Yeah, bad luck. It looked like we got one nice little pop shot here by Bellini. He had Roldan moving forward, and then just in a very over-aggressive play here, and that's going to go against Eduardo Pan, or I'm sorry, against Julian Wren, the number 2 in the green helmet, the Dayglow green, and crossing over the right-of-way, his horse's head. Roldan, being an 8-goal player, staying very composed, going to pick up the penalty shot here, and they're going to move him in here for a goal shot penalty, 60-yard shot.
Well, they need to be careful here. They need to be careful. It's all very well being passionate, but you don't want to be giving away unnecessary penalties, so I think that is just the adrenaline here. Now, Nick Roldan, of course, penalty for 60 yards. The defenders need to have at least 30 yards distance to the striking player. And knowing Nick Roldan, he will send us halfway up to Orlando.
Big shot here for Roldan and a must-needed shot. And that's the way you started off.
Well, I told you it's still flying to Orlando. Can we have a little round of applause, please, here for Team GCPC USA getting up onto the score sheet. And no surprise there, the 8-goaler, Nick Roldan, stepping up to the plate. So what I was saying, that those are the kind of costly mistakes that they need to just obviously keep a control on, because that could be detrimental right at the end. Here we go then. Who's going to win the throw-in? It looks like the French have it, and he's going to run away with this one. Oops. And another, it would appear to be right away infringement. Gaston Dorignac there just calling him back.
Yeah, and a loose bowlins here by the U.S. team. We're standing here with Bellini. He's coaching with Horacio Hagi. One of the things I know for sure these two high goal players are going to talk about is tighten up on the bowling. Do not give a team from another country on borrowed horses the bowling. You need to stop them at least then. And that's a lottery play. Remember, it can be a neutral play. So right here, they're going to get lucky and they're going to catch Louis Jarret on the breakaway. And luckily, he had the lesser angle, Nicky, or otherwise, Luis was off to the races.
Absolutely. So just adjacent to the halfway line, Roldan on a quick pony change as well. Now then, the composure and the experience here of Roldan, and he's going to have to get past the captain. Pierre-Henri Ngumu sends it back, but there's nobody there. Once again, it left at the feet there of Roldan. Ganzi coming in, a little flick of the wrist there from the captain. And he will play it out to the far side into the open space. He's got Louis Jarige going up to the front. Oh, he's lost it. Ganzi will send it back, but not with the distance he was hoping for. A challenge in coming again from Roldan. Grant appealing. And all of a sudden, the French captain mobilizes attackers up to the front. It's a nice pick up there. Oh, by the number one, but I think, Dale, correct me if I'm wrong, Nick had already established himself firmly on that line.
Right on. So remember, we've been talking about the right of way all day long here at the Grand Canyon Polo Golf ChukkerTV. The player following the ball has the right of way over a player meeting the ball or waiting on a ball. You cannot reach behind your boot. That means a player's rider's boot. You cannot reach behind that if there is a player within a stride and a half. Nicky Roldan riding a great pony right there closes the door, closes the window there to pick up a right of way violation on the reaching call, 1:13 on the clock.
So from the spot, taps into play. And that's another nice lofted drive. And that's going to be picked up by Juancito. Keep an eye on where you are, of course, when they come so close. Oh, a hard challenge there. It's sent back. It's picked up by Roldan. He anticipated that. Now, Nick Roldan is a man who has an amazing eye for the ball and can cut a ball with a slice shot like you wouldn't believe. I've never seen a player do it as well as he does. Here we go then. El Capitan. Henri trying to send it back. Roldan having a busy day at the office here this afternoon.
All right, so battle going on here at center field. And with 35 seconds on the clock, a few malice with their players in there, putting malice in the air. And so a couple right-of-way violations going on. A lot of racing and rubbing, as we say, Jan, in the game of polo. I like the... No, we got 35 seconds on the clock. 35 on the clock out here at the field, so they'll change that inside. And so we'll play this out here. They're going to have about 5 seconds before our warning horn. So prepare for the warning horn here, and it'll be the first penalty for the day here for Team France.
Absolutely, and as you can see, the captain is teeing up the ball, Pierre-Henri Ngumu. And I'm sure he would love to restore that cushion of 2 goals before they go into that first break. Well, they will change ponies. And you heard the umpire there call play. Taking quite a long run up. Now, of course, it doesn't matter how high the ball goes. There's a goal judge behind who will indicate whether the ball was straight or not. Here we go then, the captain, Pierre-Henri Ngumu. He's hit it low, but that doesn't mean it's not dangerous. It's still in front of the goal mouth. There's the horn you mentioned, Dale. The ball's still in play. And GCPC USA doing a great job there in blocking that ball and clearing it. And, of course, they would love to go into the first break with the equaliser. A little open backhand. He's looking for his number 2, Julien Rennes. But again, Team GCP USA. Roldan and Ganzi going up, anticipating the pass down to the last 3 seconds. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be your cue for a round of applause for both teams. End of Chukker number 1. The French narrowly take it into the first break 2-1.
What a start here for our 2019 International Cup. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on ChukkerTV.
James Fody with ChukkerTV. I'm here with Edward Pan, and we're getting ready for the France-USA international game. And I'm going to learn some French. What do you got for me?
Well, you want to say horse?
Yeah, how do you say horse?
Horse is cheval.
Cheval.
Yeah, exactly.
I said
Very
it right?
good.
Cheval.
Yeah,
I did good this
perfect.
time.
First time.
All right. Horse is cheval. Learning French. I'll see you next time.
All right, welcome back here at ChukkerTV. What a beginning here. French team, we talked about it. They need to come out strong. You're here playing against another country on their turf. Riding borrowed horses, come out strong. That's what they did. 2-1 here, Yan. Start off quick.
Well, they did indeed. They came out with two very quick goals. But Dale, let's also look at the spade or the packet from the other side. Two silly little mistakes that cost them one goal, of course, which Nick Roldan didn't make a mistake in doing. They nearly managed to rectify that cushion right at the end there with a penalty for. So it's going to be interesting how the next three chuckers pan out.
All right, let's get them going here. I know the energy's big out there. Let's keep it going. Second chucker action. All right, so to get them out here, and Yan, I mean, you got to be happy with if you're the French team with the start here, and even though 2-1 and they had one missed open goal penalty too, Team USA, that would have been the equalizer. Not a bad start. They're going to bowl this one in from the center to the boards on umpire Roddy Matthews, and away we go.
Well, of course, the question now, of course, is Dale after that. Let's call it the bulldozer channel, chucker, that first chucker, the way the French came out. Have Team GCPC USA been able to regroup in that first little interval to find and get their rhythm going? It's dangerous here as the Cobra will get out the putter. Well, again, you see, these are the kind of mistakes. This time again, the man who scored the very opening goal, Julien Wren. And I think... yeah, an automatic goal has been given, Dale. Well, those are the kind of mistakes that the French cannot afford to make, not when you're up against such a strong team like GCPC USA.
Yeah, and actually very lucky that ball's already crossed the line because that's an easy penalty one. If that ball was right on the end line, the penalty one, automatic goal and possession in the middle of the field. So that ball's already crossed the line. That'll tie it up back to the center. Here we go.
Well, they've won the throw-in again. Louis Jarige. You'll have a look who's up there. He's going to leave it for his captain. A little lofted play, cleverly done in mid-air, full volley. Goes that slightly to the right-hand side.
So again, a little right-of-way violation going on here. But again, I got to give it up. I like the energy from the number one, Louis Jarret, getting caught in a couple uneven ride-offs. I don't think they should move this ball. If I was a professional umpire, I would move it. But they're going to leave it from the spot. Any kind of uneven ride-off like that, you got to be careful. Four-legged athletes can be dangerous. Not big speed, though, so we'll go with the uneven ride-off. Blocking foul, penalty 5. Here comes Nicky Roldan.
And everything always running via Roldan. Haven't really yet seen Grant Ganzi or Juancito Bellini come to fruition and show us what they are capable of doing. And both of these two players, of course, with a lot of experience, having also played in the inaugural WPL earlier this year. But as we were talking about Nick Roldan just a few moments ago, of course, Nick Roldan, the youngest ever player to win the US Open, aged 15 back in 1998 with Team SQ.
And I remember.
You were there, probably.
I remember. I was there.
So another living legend, if you will. And, of course, his two teammates. And let's find out a little bit, or let's tell you a little bit about his two teammates. Juancito Bellini. Hang on, let's have a look what the French do here. They're deep once again in American territory. And the danger isn't over just yet. The number one player, and another whistle. Or did I hear a whistle? I think I did.
Yeah, get caught on a turn here. Tell us a little about the Grant Ganzi Juancito Bellini.
Well, Juancito Bellini is a US Polo A SSN brand ambassador, became a US citizen last year. He missed the 2018 International Cup with an injury and was replaced back then by his father, a former 8-goaler. We saw him play this morning, of course, in the Carlos Crucida Memorial. And Juancito Bellini was also a semi-finalist in the 2017 US Open with the US Polo ASSN and won the...
that was the first year the US Polo ASSN ever had a pole team clone.
That's right. And he won, I was just going to say, he won the 2017 St. Regis World Snow Polo Tournament. He's also won the USPA North American Cup, the USPA National 20-goal titles, and in 2013 he played for Audi during the 20 and the 26-goal seasons as a substitute, and in 2015 was a member of Audi's winning USPA East Coast Open team.
A lot of experience for that young man as Roldan takes the penalty 5 right here. Uh-oh. This could be trouble right here. Now two top players on the field right here. Henri and Roldan. They'll leave it for Bellini, and this is what I talked about earlier. Bellini, he rotates great behind Roldan. The cover's going to come from the left to the right. Clean play, great non-call. They come together here now with Eduardo Pan. They'll bust in right here to the inside, and it's going to be turned around by Pierre-Henri. He's going to slow it down for Team France. Keep it in here. He's got everybody going forward. This is what I like to see. Everybody going to the whip, back to the center, looking for Eduardo Pan. He's got number 2 on the move.
Well, again, a nice open, and I think it's fair to say very evenly balanced Chukker here, which of course is reflected by the scoreboard.
Very even and open.
Absolutely, even though I have to say I think America, Team GCPC USA seem to be getting stronger and stronger. Just finishing off on Juancito Bellini last year during the inaugural, this year of the inaugural World Polo League. Bellini and his grand champions teammates Rodrigo Andrade, Juan Martinero, and of course young Grant Ganzi won the Founders Cup after upsetting Valiente 12 goals to 11 in overtime.
What a game that was.
Oh, I was there, Dale. Bellini, Ganzi, and Carlitos Cressida also won the 2019 WPL Beach Polo Miami Beach Cup.
And I was there too. So were you.
I know, we were both there. And at the age of 22, he is the second youngest player in the International Cup. And now let's just talk quickly about his teammate. They've been playing so much together. At 21, young Grant Ganzi is the youngest player in the International Cup. Young Grant Ganzi has won the International Cup the last 3 years, and he's a 2-time MVP and champion at the Bentley Scottsdale Polo Championships, the most attended polo event in the U.S., and he was a 2017 U.S. Open semi-finalist playing for the U.S. Polo ASSN.
He won that with his mom, Melissa Ganzi.
I heard about it. I wasn't there, but I heard about it.
Yes, sir. She's the queen out there.
And he has also won the USPA North American Cup and the USPA National 20-goal tournaments. Well, Dale, what's just happened over on the field?
So it looks like we get another penalty shot here in favor of grand champions, and that's going to put them up here 3-2. And Nick Roldan's going to go ahead and pick up another one. And now Nicky 100% from the penalty line. This is huge for Team USA. And as you see, as you say, getting their mojo. But they seem to be getting in a better flow, I think, Jan, here. And they're starting to calculate what the French team's going to do. But here comes Louis Jarret.
Well, exactly. And they've won the throw-in again, but it's stolen quickly as Roldan will turn this. He's only got to get past one more Frenchman, but that is none other than the captain, Juancito, going up. The Frenchman coming in, steals it off the 8-goaler. Wants to get into a position to send it back. Nick will want it back as well, and he's gone into that 2-man battle. And that ball just barely staying in play. Roldan into the corner. The French are right on top of him there in that corner. He gets a chance with a shot to goal. Looking for, and I think he might have just found Juancito Bellini, but that ball just trickles over the back line, so very close. But on this occasion, no goal. Now, Dale, you did mention earlier, legendary Horacio Hegyi, 6-time Argentine Open champion, is coaching the GCPC USA.
Coaching the team. What a great interview with him. I got to tell you, if you missed the interview with Horacio Hegyi, we're going to get a currency change here. So you French play, you love your team, give them some love as they ride off here. Give them a little energy as they're going to ride down and get on 4 fresh 4-legged athletes. We're going to send the U.S. team down to their corner with 3:14 on the clock. But nice having Horacio stepping up. But wasn't it cool? Here in Horacio, he says he won the Argentine Open 6 times, but he talked about his father and his uncle have won like 13 and 17 times, and how it was fun playing underneath them, and how it was just part of the game. It was part of life, it was just living life.
Well, you know what, when you talk to any of these greats of the game, I always get lost in the stories, and the time when it was over there, of course. I mean, polo, as you know, has evolved so much over the years, and Grand Champions is a great example of the contributing factor that what they do. And if you think about what you can do here at Grand Champions Polo Club, you can come and learn to play polo, you can stick and ball, there's so much you can do. Just get in the saddle, and I think it's great and only very much commendable that polo through these greats have spread the fever and have spread the love.
You talk about breeding operations too. They had an amazing mare called Malapata back in the day. I wanted to ask him what the difference was. That one was Silverado, who actually came from the U.S. and kind of get into with Horacio. But we're going to get a lot more with Horacio Hagee. Let's get back to this one, Yan. 3:03 on the clock. 3-2 here. Second Chucker action on the knock-in from Team France. On the way, Eduardo's going to get hooked by Roldan. Nicky's going to get out of the hole before the turn. I like this non-call. 2 strides out. Not close enough. Nicky on the move. 3-0 on the breakaway. Everybody overrides on the U.S. team. Bellini with the tail shot. The Cobra stealing away by Pierre-Henri.
Well, here we go. This could be the counter-attack. He was waiting. He was just hoping that ball would go back. He did appeal. Louis Jarige, the umpires, wasn't having any of it. And then just for a briefest of moments, all four GCPC USA team players up and away, and this is an open invitation for Mr. Roldan. Are we going to see one of his legendary cut shots? Roldan on the approach. Here it comes, and it's just a little tap. He's put it wide.
Oh, wow. And like they say, the French team's going to dodge a mortar there, not a bullet, but a mortar. Oh, now the high flag, and I like this call by our mounted official, as if you look to the far side, our Gaston Dorniac is in perfect position. Now look at now, the French team can trigger this one. We can get a trigger here. So, and I like this, Pierre-Henri, he knows about the triggers. I talked to him earlier. So it looks like they're going to throw this in for a trigger. Yes, so we will have a trigger, and it is going to be a goal. On the trigger, we have a goal. So well done by the French captain, though. I like his moment here. Thinking about it, use the trigger. It's part of the game. And clear as day from our IRO, he says goal, no problem. But still, I like this Pierre-Henri using the trigger and using it in a class fashion on a very, it could be a discretionary call. You got the flag judge waving it down. You got the flag judge waving it up. Yeah. Great time to trigger it.
Absolutely. Well, of course, it doesn't really change things, though, because Team GCPC USA are now with a 2-goal advantage. But let's hope that the French can get that momentum back that they displayed in the opening phase of the first Chucker. Nicely played there as Jarige will take it over the halfway line. But you see GCPC USA marking so very well, not really allowing the French boys to open up and play the game they played in that opening sequence of the first Chucker. Bellini tries to send it back, and they need to be careful not to be caught on the wrong foot. This could be a little break if he can find a little gap. But again, you see great defensive play, a little under the neck attempt there on goal from the French team.
And we'll get a whistle on the play there. So 2 players come together. This might be another good trigger here. So we'll go ahead and check this out with 58 seconds on the clock. Looks like they're going to go ahead and trigger this one. Send it back in and check out which player was in the wrong there, of course. As 2 players came together. Did one player fall in front of another player? Did another player run into him? So we'll throw this one into the booth. And we'll take a good look at it with 58 seconds on the clock. 4-2 here. Good opportunity for all players to change ponies if they like. And it looks like we got a lot of players doing it. Pierre-Henri, he ran down, grabbed a new one. And the U.S. team working out. We have our mount officials talking this one out. We'll go ahead and send this into the booth and trigger it. And we'll have our paramedics check out Gansey. How's it looking now? Our 2 mount officials will talk this one out as our instant replay official takes a good look at this one. Got all the angles we'll check out, of course, And that's a big part of it. And I love the triggers. And, we don't talk enough about the triggers. Funny about the triggers, if you want to learn about it, we started ChukkerTV. They were the pioneers in instant replay in 2014. And when they were pioneering it, we got to, I was a professional umpire, and I got to sit with the professional umpires in the NBA, the National Basketball Association. They started out with 6 triggers when they started out doing it. Instant replay, and now today they have 25 triggers where the umpires can change the call based on the cameras.
Oh, I didn't know that, Del. 25. Well, then you can see how the evolution of that game has gone, of course. So now then, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the players. 1, 2, 3, 4 French, I can see, and also GCPC USA. 1, 2, 3, 4 back in the saddle again. We're going to have, I think, a throw-in. And is that right, what I just heard you say, Dale? No foul?
And here you go. And this is why you love the trigger. So you have two players come together. And sometimes you get a quick line change and a player can't get out of the way and another player's coming down and they just seem to race and rub, like we said. So great work there by our instant replay official. Great work by our mounted officials. Here we go.
Well, the French are keeping the pressure on. Pierre-Henri Gourmaud looking, and he was just denied, but the danger isn't over. Maybe a back shot. No, he's going to try and take it into the open space. Wants to get a little bit of space and take it around on his stick side. Good support there from his number 2, from Julien Rennes. We've heard the horn, so a little less now than 30 seconds left to play, about 24 to be precise, as GCPC USA. Roldan trying to get the ball away from his own goal mouth, but you can see the French are all over him. Sideboards. Well, this is all costing valuable time. 3 seconds left to play. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's only fair we give him a nice round of applause at the end of Chucker number 2. Team GCPC USA hold on to that cushion of 2 goals, 4 goals to 2. They go into the next break. Now remember, Deb, we will have half time after the next third Chucker.
You got it. So both teams now, remember, both teams still have a challenge here. They're going to bolt that ball in down in the French team's vicinity of their goal. Stay with us. What a game we got going on here. Very physical 2019 International Cup. We'll be right back here on ChukkerTV.
James Fody with ChukkerTV. I'm here with Louis Jarige, and he's going to teach me a word in French. So what do you got for me?
The knocking is engagement.
So knocking is engagement?
Yes, perfect.
Engagement.
Yes, engagement.
I got it. That's how you say knocking in French. I'll see you next time.
All right, welcome everybody. 2019 International Cup. I'm with Pierre-Henri Gourmaud. Thank you for joining us, captain of the France team. How you doing today?
Thank you very much. Thank you for inviting us, and I'm doing good. And
All
you?
right. So now you had a chance to warm up. You had a warm-up game. Tell me how you feel the team felt after the first warm-up game.
We were pretty happy. I mean, going to be a tough game tomorrow. American team is very good, but we had a good training for us last time. We got a chance to watch the game. Thanks to ChukkerTV for the game.
Very cool.
The game was amazing, filmed, and now we're ready. So let's see. We're having practice now to get the last details, and we're looking forward to it tomorrow.
Right. Tell me, Pierre, is there any changes you think you might do with the team? I know you lined it up. You were playing back, and you had the team lined up. Are you going to change some things today, or you think you'll keep it the same?
I won't tell you all my tricks, but maybe. But maybe.
Hey, good idea.
But
Good idea.
maybe.
Tell me about the horses. You got the horses lined out. You guys feel comfortable?
Horses were good. I mean, we know them better. As I said, now that we know the horses, we might make some change. You will see tomorrow. Maybe on the positioning, not all the time, but we try some different things. The team we're going to play tomorrow is also different because we have to know where the big guy Nick's going to be going as number 4, number 3 and stuff. But yeah, we're looking forward.
Very good. All right, right here, Pierre Rader, highest rated player in France, captain of Team France. Good luck in the 2019 International Cup.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You're well. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back, everybody, here at the Grand Chariot Polo Club, ChukkerTV. And we are live here, so we'll get them all organized over there. The Can girls in the VIP.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing their little performance. But that's
Is he with us? So, so this is what I like to see, is that we know that we have the trigger in place, and this was the perfect time to use the trigger. Now the trigger, they have 2 players come together. You're not sure which player was malice. You need to use the cameras. That's why we pioneered this in 2014 ChukkerTV, and that's why this has changed the game, Yan. What a game we got going on. They're lined up here. You want to get back to our perch? We're going to get back to perch because they're ready to go. Remember, each team still has a challenge here for this third Chucker play. Let's get back to the action.
Indeed. Well, Del, as I was about to say, in that second Chucker, Team France, who came out so strong in the first, didn't score a single goal in that second Chucker, whereas GCPC USA came back and they scored 3. Also, Nick Roldan getting his hat-trick so far of the game. Remember, he scored twice in the last Chucker, as did Mark Ganzi. So, is this the turnaround? Because Obviously, in order to win this, they need to score goals, and at the moment, Team France need a little bit of a pick-me-up here. They've been playing very, very forceful and very hard, but it hasn't yet paid any dividend. As Nick Roldan, and I just knew that once he got going and revved up his engine, Juancito Bellini. Oh, the French marking up very well now then. It's down to horsepower. It's the day at the races as Bellini will try and get past that French defender. I believe that was the man with the number 3, Edouard Pan. And Roldan nearly got away with it. The captain, Thierry Henry, sends it into no man's land where Bellini is waiting. Juancito. And there's an appeal there from the French captain. The umpire's not having any of it. Bellini again. He's got the Cobra behind him, and he timed that well, but he's just not getting the little breakaway that he needs. Team GCPC USA covering the ground and the spaces very well indeed. A chance maybe now. He plays it out to his right-hand side. Cheeky little number here from the French. That's a nice ball, and it's going to be picked up by the number 3, by Edouard Pan. Under the neck towards goal. Now, where's that going to go? Well, it just shaved the front of that goal mouth. And now on the counter-attack, the Cobra. Solid first touch from him.
First breakaway.
And he's got young Grant behind him, the captain. Having to come back. A little bit of a deflection. Who's going to pick it up? It'll be the number 3, Roldan. Juancito is there as well. As Roldan just takes a little bit of pace out of the game, turns it around. Taking the scenic route. There's a daisy cutter all the way to goal. But I think it's just gone wide. It has.
So 5-12 here in this third Chucker action. Remember, both teams still have a challenge. Very open style polo. And calling it wide open. I'm enjoying the non-calls today by 2 mount officials. And another knock-in here. Coming in favor of Team France. Very organized again as they gather down in the north goal. Here comes Pierre-Henri.
As you were saying, Dale, absolutely. We've had very, very little, apart from 1 or 2 little incidents on the whistling front. So it's been a very fair and open game. Oh, a deflection there coming off the pony of Juancito Bellini as Grant Ganzi, just over the halfway line, slams on the brakes. He knows he's got a man on, gives it to Roldan. Roldan knows it's his right of way, and he will send Juancito Bellini. He has a little look over his shoulder. Would he tap it in? Would he go for the cut shot? No, he's going to tap it in. Good choice as he tees it up nicely. Bellini. Oh, I saw that go in. I mean,
taken out on the doorstep by Team France, and away we go. Turn the defense into offense. Back to the inside. Nicky says no. Dale Schwetz, and there's the finish.
Yep, and that's goal number 4. Goal number 4 for Nick Roldan, as once again the deafening roar of the crowd is quite deafening.
Nicky picking up goal number 4 here, 2 from the field, 2 from the penalty line. And not just that, but they got the Cobra line now. They got him out in front, lining it out very well here, Team USA. 3:45 on the clock. We might get a courtesy change here. Let's see as they come back to the center. It looks like they're going to stop the clock here. We'll get our courtesy change here. And it looks like we are going to get 3 players from Team USA, GCPC USA. And it looks like 3 players for the French team. I know they're talking it out here. Looks like Louis Jarret is going to stay on his. And remember, it is a choice. You can choose here, yeah. And again, though, very close game. 5-3 here, 3-goal difference. USA's starting to get a little control. But again, the Team France has had opportunities. They just haven't finished.
Indeed, that's exactly what I was going to say. They've been very strong. They've held up well against them. It's just the finishing that has let them down a little bit. Maybe also a little bit of bad luck here and there. But I don't want to take anything away from how Team GCPC USA have gotten stronger and stronger. And, of course, a big smile on that young man's face, Nick Roldan, with 4 goals to his name. He'll be happy with his performance. So, quick courtesy change as they come back out on the field. A little over 3.5 minutes left to play. And then it will be half-time.
All right, so we're going to jump in our halftime. Make sure you stay with us at halftime, as we're going to have our Can girls dance around, the Doug Verga Entertainment Group. So make sure you join us at halftime as Nick Roldan will take control of this bowling.
Exactly. Roldan looking again for Ganzi. Nice little attempt there with the backhand from Julien Rennes. Remember, the man who scored the very first goal of this international. And France just trying to control it, and this could be the little break, but he slightly overshot it. Just all it took there from Juancito Bellini was just a little flick of the wrist. Oh, but hang on, that's perseverance. Edouard Pan wanting to send and tee up his captain. Slightly overcut that a bit too much. Roldan. You see the composure, and then you see a special delivery. Nice long ball for the Cobra, and he will make mincemeat out of this. And if he doesn't, it'll be his son. Well, that whistle coming in at 2:44 on the clock, Dale. What happened there?
Yeah, so great run here. I like the Gansies teaming up. Mark and Grant. And Cobra takes the mallet away. But then Grant comes flying in behind there. And it looks like we got them all caught up down inside there. So they're going to call a right-of-way violation. And they're going to talk about this one. It looks like they're going to drop this one at the open goal penalty 2. So Team USA will get an opportunity here at an open goal shot on the blocking foul. And with 2:44 left here in our first half of play, it looks like it's going to be the Cobra.
And he makes no mistake getting his second of the afternoon. So a 4-goal cushion out, Team GCPC USA. And they'll be happy. They had a little bit of a shaky start in that opening chukker. But once they got there, as I would say, mojo, you're going to say flojo going. There you go.
You got the mojo, flojo. You know, one little difference here, seeing Yan, is that the French team, they came out very strong in this game, and then the last game they played, they were a little weak in the first two chukkers, then came out strong, so they just got to gather themselves a little bit here. Here we go.
Yeah, well, let's see what they've got up their sleeve. Well, the Cobra clearly can't get enough. He's won the throw-in, and he's up and away. Jerry. Oh, that's a mistake. And look at him. I think he's riding Molly. Roldan, slightly overcooked it. Juancito. Well, it looked to me like Juancito was very much in possession of that line. I'm guessing, Dale, tell me if I'm wrong, that is the reason for the umpire to have to blow that whistle.
Yeah, bad luck there for the captain, Pierre-Henri. He turned that ball from right to left. I'm gonna call him in there to try to make a back shot. Little tough there as you got players flying down the field. Remember, all about the window in the game of polo. If there's less than 2 strides within that window when a player makes a left or right turn, you're going to hear the whistle. Now, he does have an opportunity to challenge this. This is a perfect challenge play. Okay, so we will get a challenge on his call. So we'll throw this into our instant replay official. And they're going to challenge it. And it looks like there's going to be a foul on the play. So turning to the right will be the call.
Well, this, of course, again, Dale, is so good to have the IRO. It makes the decisions out there so much easier because you obviously, videotape doesn't lie.
At least it gives you 120%.
Absolutely.
Right? Because even though you got energy in the game, you have adrenaline going, you have strides, you have a guy sitting in there, he's got 60-inch screens, he got replays, he got backside, he got all kinds of iPads, he got everything you see.
Yeah.
All the technology. Embrace it. It's not going away.
Exactly.
And he's doing a great job.
So then it is indeed the Cobra, and he will just gently nudge that one in. Goal number 3 now, also with his hat-trick in this international. Remember, he scored once in the second and now twice in the third. So the man leading the goal tally at the moment with 4 goals to his name is Nick Roldan, with 1.5 minutes, a little more to play in the first half of this international.
Yeah, it'd be a great opportunity right here now to get the France to get their mojo going again. Flojo back on the goal on the bowl-ins here. Try to win this bowl-in. They won every bowl-in in the first chukker and a half, but look at this. Now it's going the other way.
Exactly. And, of course, very instrumental in the performance, especially in the last 2 chukkers. In the previous chukker, Team France didn't score once. And Team GCPC USA scoring 3 times. They've matched that tally now already in this third chukker, making it 7 goals to 2. And we're down within the last minute of the first half. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be cordially asking you all, please, it is tradition not only at Grand Champions Polo Club, but in polo all over the world, to please step out onto the field at half-time. And there is another one. Another cheeky little goal there for GCPC USA, making it 8-2. But as I was saying, Dale, obviously maybe you'd like to reiterate, we'd like to see as many of you out there. We've got a full house here this afternoon. Please come out and tread in those divots. Remember, it's very simple. The brown goes down and the green goes up. But it could be that we might actually have a challenge or a whistle on what just now looked like a goal. So,
Okay, no goal on the play.
no goal on the play.
And we will have a penalty shot in favor of Team France here. So it's a great opportunity. 37 seconds left. Yeah, and here we go.
Indeed. But they've got a long way to go. Deep in their own half. Well, there you heard it. First horn, it's sent back. And Guernsey wanted to extend it. Now France will be looking, if they can, to claw one back before they go into that half-time break. Nicely taken on the near side, but Bellini will take the man. He's left it. Have they got time? 12 seconds. The captain, Pierre-Henri Gourmaud, nicely taken. Allez les Bleus, the French on the attack. And it's cleared. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think a very, very big round of applause is in order here for both teams as they leave the field. 7-2. Team GCPC USA really controlling this game now. It's going to come down to the last two chuckers, Dale.
You got it. So give some love to both your teams as they leave the fields here. We will prepare. Stay off the field, everybody, until we clear out the players and the umpires. And then we'll get some divot stomping music going for you. And we'd love for everybody to please help us out. Put back the field. Remember, polo is the only professional sport in the world that allows their spectators on the field at halftime. It's a major play in the game of polo. It helps put the field back for the second half. So please join us on the #1 field, the Grand Champions Polo Club International Cup 2019 for our divot stomp. And we'll be right back here on ChukkerTV. Stay with us.
James Fody with ChukkerTV. I'm back again with Edward Pan. We're getting ready for the France-USA international game, and he's going to teach me another word in French. What do you got for me?
We can try with mallet, which in French is maillet.
Maillet.
Yeah, maillet.
Maillet is mallet?
Again. There you go again.
I'm doing good.
Yeah, you're perfect. You're fluent.
Perfect. So mallet is maillet in French. We'll see you next time on Learning French. All right, Dale, so this is the 8th International Cup, right? Tell me about the venue. We also have the Carlos Cressida Memorial prior to the international game. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, great point, James. Fun day here. Big day here at Grand Champions. It's always held on a Saturday. It's our final game of the fall season. It's just grown. It's an amazing setup. You can come, of course, tailgate if you just want to tailgate. They have all kinds of different tickets. You can have the VIP, which is amazing, and they also have corporate sponsorship. Of course, we start out with the Carlos Cressida Memorial, which is a big part of what we do here. Carlos Cressida Sr., who's a big part of the Guernsey family and Grand Champions Polo Club, and so they play that memorial for him, and then we roll right in. You never know who's going to play in that. It's so interesting because one time we had every Cressida showed up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's really cool. And then of course all the proceeds for the International Cup will go to the Museum Hall of Fame. So that's a great thing to be able to put proceeds into, and so they'll be here represented well. And then, like I said, it flows into a long day of not just some fun polo memorial International Cup, but then a great party afterwards. So it's a great time.
Great day for a great cause. We're looking forward to it. Hopefully we'll see you fieldside.
So this is the heart of American polo. The atmosphere here at Santa Rita is like family. The Santa Rita facilities are world-class polo facilities. They're in the center of Wellington, Florida, and it's the perfect place to come and play polo at this time of year.
What I really like about Santa Rita is that we have everything very near to the barn, so I can get on the horse and go to the track, ride the horses, or sticking ball on the field. All the people that work here at Santa Rita are really nice and really friendly. Also, you can bring the children because the barn is very secure, so the horses are very comfortable and they rest very well.
The Guernsey family is providing some wonderful opportunities here at Santa Rita, particularly for the women, because in women's polo we're just now starting to really blossom and grow. Melissa Gann Nancy and Alina Carta have put together this league, and they're doing a fantastic job making opportunities available for women to play once a week against each other. So the Santa Rita League has helped us develop these friendships and bonds and create ways of improving women's polo.
My name is Juan Bolini, and we are here in Santa Rita Polo Club. I'm the chief director of the polo school, though we do have lessons and the idea to have polo for everyone.
I've been coming out here taking lessons at Santa Rita for 4 years. Every lesson is really fun. It's always a good time to get out on a horse.
And I think polo is a sport for everyone. So we really have a facility for any level of polo that you want to come enjoy. So I really enjoy what we do here. I mean, Mark and Melissa Gancia really love the game of polo. They love horses.
I highly recommend anyone coming to Santa Rita to play for lessons, for club chuckers, for polo tournaments at any level from local to as high as 26. We're very grateful to have the chance to play here. Thanks to Melissa and to Mark and everyone at Grand Champions in Santa Rita.
French are glad to die for love. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it's my favorite.
And there you go. A few fans walking through, but hey, that's what it's all about here at the International Cup. Welcome back. Halftime here. I want to thank the Can dancers. Well done, ladies. What a job there. That was fun, huh?
Absolutely.
And our mime, the mime.
Where is she? I saw her just there.
Where's
she
she
is.
at? There she is.
There she is. Oh,
there
well
she
done.
is. She's amazing now.
Yep, she is. Well, no doubt. The atmosphere, as every year here at the International, absolutely amazing. And what a great
You never know
game.
what's going to happen.
You never know what's going to happen. A little bit disappointed that we saw no goals coming from the French in the last two
Yeah,
checkers.
I'm a little disappointed too because I had a lot of love for the team. I got the, I was in the tent, and God, I mean, they came out right away, and played the game they wanted to. 2 goals on the board, 1 every bowl-in, and then this U.S. team, man, Nicky gets them going, and wow, he's got to watch out. So, we look at this 7-2 here, and, different things happen in the first half. If you missed this, welcome to ChukkerTV. This is a GCPC USA team facing off against Team France 5 Chuckers Polo International Cup 2019. And Jan Eder Frank, Dale Schwetz, and the ChukkerTV crew here. And we saw some triggers that came into play, and I thought they did a great job on that. We had a bad ride-off on a trigger. They used that and went to a bowl-in. And then we had a trigger on a goal, easy goal. And so that was working. They used a couple challenges, not hard challenges. I think Pierre-Henri, he used a challenger at the end, knowing he was going to lose it anyways in the third chukker, so you might as well try it. And even though it was an easy call on the turn to the right. But that's been what's going on here. Besides, this U.S. team's been getting stronger and stronger. So what are we looking for in the second half here with Team France?
Well, we're hoping, of course, to see a few more goals from the French. I'd like to see that. And I think also, despite the fact that they are down by 5, I think
Hey, this looks dead to me.
1-2.
1-2.
1-2. No, we're not.
1-2. All right. So they're not on.
1-2. Oh, we are back.
Oh, look at that.
Must have been the satellite.
Hello.
It was the satellite.
Hey, we embrace the technology. It's not going away. So we do apologize about that. Looks like we got all you players back on the field over here. 2 chuckers left here. International 2019. Jan, let's get ready to go.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Enjoy the second half.
Strap yourselves in. Here we go then. 2 more chuckers to play. And Dale, as I'm sure you yourself, having been, or still are, a very talented and a former, still professional polo player. Crazier things have happened. And it ain't over until the final whistle as the French, with the captain, Pierre-Henri Goumou. He might have found somebody at the front door. I think he has. Here's number 2, Julien Rennes. But Team GCPC USA holding up very strong. Nice little open backhand. Well, the French just trying to fire it down the field, looking and hoping, I think, more than actually passing precisely to keep the momentum going. But of course, you give a young man like 4-goaler Juancito Bellini half a chance, and he's just taking a walk in the park here. He's got to get past the captain. He slams on the brakes. Well, I think he wanted to outplay it and find Nick Roldan, who will pick it up on the near side. And what a great little play there. He timed it just right. Juancito Bellini saw that Nick Roldan was coming, and he basically handed to him on the plate. He had to change and take it on the stick side, and that is goal number 5 for Nick Roldan.
Yeah, composure by the number 4 there, Juancito Bellini, busting loose on a beautiful black mare halo polo pony right there. Gets out in front, slams on the brakes. Nicky reads it perfectly on the give and go, and the 8-goaler just puts it away.
Absolutely, and that is elegance in motion. So 8 goals to 6, and not the start that the French boys were hoping in this second half. As again, the captain Pierre-Henri Goumou looking to feed it up to his number 1, Louis Jarige. Well, they're in front of goal, surely. But you see, this is what they are so good at, Dale. Not only are they great at finding opportunities and scoring at the front, but when it needs to, they will turn, as you've said so often, offensive play into defensive play, and again they're on the break here. The French can all but look here, as again Roldan takes a swing. He's going to be left behind. Well, the danger isn't over. Juancito Bellini, he was there, but maybe now a chance for the captain. He's going to break away, but Roldan will be coming up there with him. Slightly topped that one. That's a nice lofted ball. He's going to have to chase this one himself. Roldan again reading the play super well. And he will play the slightly more dangerous version. Well, that's why I said dangerous, but it's gone through. Well, the goal judge raised his... So was that?
Yeah, Nicky trying to clear that one out. And, yeah, would have went into the Everglades if he hit it. And just bounce on him. It happens sometimes, but no problem. Composure by the 8-goaler. It does happen. He understands. He's been there. He scores them from everywhere out. And he knows that sometimes it bounces in different weird places. So this is going to be an opportunity here for the French team. And the Team France and their fans should be loving that down here. As that's going to make it 8-3 here with 4:17 on the clock. Back to the center, of course, international rules tournament conditions. We bowl in from the far side of the field. Team France on the bowling.
Well, let's hope, as you say, that will have triggered a little bit of momentum. They've won the throw-in. And Juancito Bellini making life very awkward there for the captain. The two number 4s, hard ride off. Henri looking to find his number 3 at the front. Edouard Pan. There it comes. Pan with a shot to goal. Edouard Pan. He's put it through. The French crowd go completely crazy.
You got it. Where you at down there, French team? You know that. Right now, getting it within a double up here, 8-4. And this is the way you want to start out the second half. There you go. Let's hear it. They're crying. They got the chant going down here.
Yep, they have.
Get on the Facebook conversation. Let us know. Get behind Team France here. 8-4. Great start here. This is how they started the game out. They seem to come out of the tent. The locker room, I call it the tent. They come out very strong. And now with 3:24 on the clock, they're going to get it within 4 goals with our courtesy change.
Well, Del, as I said at the beginning of this chucker, anything is possible. And this is far from over. Still plenty of time in this penultimate chucker, as you said, a little over or under 3.5 minutes. And then, of course, the 5th and final chucker. And, of course, we will have the prize presentation. And we will be honouring 2 ponies. We will have the Grand Champions Polo Club Best Playing Pony. And, of course, also the American Polo Horse Association Best Playing Pony. So stick around for that.
Yeah, that's very special.
Exactly. Be interesting to see which ponies have... sort of struck out a month. Of course, if you've noticed a pony that you've seen in any of the chuckers, again, please let us know on ChukkerTV who you think has impressed you the most out there.
Definitely.
I know that Nick Roldan has already brought Molly out, the grey mare. He loves to ride her. And we've seen some great action from her throughout the entire fall season here at Grand Champions Polo Club. Let's do a little quick head count. Oh, he's just come off the saddle there. Louis Jarige. He's got a little tack issue over there, but he had to dismount.
A good opportunity now to thank Doug Verga and the entertainment group with the our can dancers who did a great job today. Love having the ladies here dancing. Of course, our mime, who was very special. We haven't had a mime here.
No,
the Grand Champ. I think it might be the first time.
Yep.
I'd have to check with Melissa on that one, but pretty sure that this is the first time we've had a mime here, and she added a lot of entertainment.
She did. No, but that's always so beautiful.
Well, we talk for a living, and she mimes for a living.
Exactly.
So, it's kind of...
At least you can't get her words wrong. So here we go. Ball's back in play.
She fits our group good.
Ball's back in play, and the French doing exactly as you said, Dale, from the first chucker. They are winning the throw-ins, and that puts them in an automatic offensive play.
Oh! Bad luck. 3 for 3 on the bowlings there, Jan.
Yeah.
As they take it out in front there, and another opportunity for Team France, put them within 3 with 2:58 on the clock.
So Team GCPC USA. Play is called. Plenty of space. And doesn't shy away from hard work, that captain. Pierre-Henri, great horseman. Roldan. Tries to send it up the field. Bellini will tuck in behind. It's still in the hands of the Blues. And Roldan, that is what perseverance looks like. Well, there's a whistle, there's an appeal and a whistle. As you can see, he's thrilled with that decision.
All right, well, now remember, they're going to blow this whistle here. Now, Team USA not happy with it. They do have a challenge. I don't know if it's a challenge play or not. It is a center field play. We always like to do the matrix when we talk about that, your risk and reward matrix on a challenge. In this case, I don't think you're going to see a challenge based on that it is a penalty 5 from center. You might as well save it for the end of the game. And I kind of like this call because that ball does go in front of Roldan's pony, which means it's a tough one to take behind. So, you know, penalty 5 from the spot on the reverse side. Here comes Pierre-Henri.
Nice long drive up to the front door, but has he got an attacking player? No. Roldan. How he got back so quickly. The pressure is on. The pressure is on, and that looks like it's straight through. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was Edouard Pan, the man with the number 3, I'm pretty sure.
You got it, mixing it up well here. One for Ren, one for Pan, and one for Henri. Getting it going here. The green helmet again?
No, the gray helmet.
Gray, yeah, that's Eduardo. And they're mixing it up very well now. I like this. Within 3 goals with 1:40 on the clock, Nicky's going to jump on some fresh legs and come back very quickly for this next bowl-in. This is a huge bowl-in here in our Fort Chucker play.
So now, can the French win it again? I think they might have. Oh, no, but that was short-lived. Pierre-Henri teeing the ball up nicely. But look, GCPC USA marking up so well. Bellini just waiting for the error there. Again, the 2 number 4s. Oh, I had a slight deflection. Nice little open backhand from Juancito looking for Roldan. Ganzi's in there as well. Well, it got a little bit busy. Polo Junction over there.
They all converge over there. And I wouldn't be surprised to see 2 umpires ride together on this one. But it looked like a player slid in front of Grant Ganzi. Double G playing number 2 today. Of course, you know Grant with his American flag on the back of his aqua blue helmet. They're going to take the ball to center. Nobody going forward. No need to move the ball to a penalty 4. It'll be a huge move to the 60-yard mark. So, possession play. And USA will get the possession here with 56 seconds on the clock left here this Fort Chucker play. 8-5. Nicky always in range, and this should be a, well, they call it the flying ducks. They're probably going to lay everybody out in front. Here comes Nick.
Solid. Nice long drive. A little bit short. Bellini got a bit too far ahead. Couldn't pick that up. Had to go back and retrieve it. The French, of course, will capitalize on that. He's left it behind. In comes the captain, Pierre-Henri, and he's away. Has to just correct himself. He's got Ganzi, who drops the hammer there with an ear-side hook attempt. There's a drive up to the front door now then. Can he outrun Roldan? You might have heard the horn. So 20 seconds now left to play. So that was 10 seconds ago. Still the captain. Little play to send it back to keep the momentum going. Well, that whistle, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, will conclude this chukker. And I'd like you once again to please put your hands together. The French coming back very strong, winning this chukker 3-1. But the overall score, as you can see, 8-5. They're going to have to come and do a little bit more in the 5th and final chukker in just a few moments.
Yeah, we're going to let the umpires work this one out, but I believe that what you're going to see here when we return is a possible penalty shot in favor of Team France. And with an 8-5 ball game, that will be a game-changing play. So stay with us. You don't want to miss this final chukker of the 2019 International Cup live on ChukkerTV.
James Fody, I'm back again with Julia Jenez, and we're getting ready for the France-USA international game, and he's going to teach me another word in French. So what do you got for me?
I have neck shot.
Neck shot.
In French is sous l'encolure.
Sous la coulure.
Sous l'encolure.
Sous la coulure.
Perfect.
Perfect. So that's neck shot in French. We'll see you next time on Learning French.
I came here in '96 when I was 10 years old. watching the high goal, and my dream was to come and play here. I remember one game of Isla Carol playing with the Gracidas playing, Memo was playing, and my dream was to come here. So when Melissa invited us to come, I mean, I was so happy, and I said, well,
Easy to accept, no?
yeah, no doubt. I mean, I was already in the plane. I was ready to come, and no matter if we win or lose, I mean, I see it's a very good opportunity. Everybody is very kind. The organization is unbelievable. The fields, the barns is crazy. I mean, everything is unbelievable. I mean, we have a lot of things to learn from what we are seeing here. And yeah, I'm really looking forward. And the opportunity to play last week, the 18 goal with Mark and Grant and Nick, was very good, and we won, so it was even better. My name is Pierre Goumou, and you're watching ChukkerTV.
Back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed yourself in the VIP tonight, everybody. Here for the International Cup. Thank you for coming out. And this is going to be fun right here. I know the U.S. team doesn't like this, but if you see where they're dropping the ball down there, it looks like we had a right-of-way violation against Team USA in the last 4 seconds of the fourth chukker. This is the fifth and final chukker. Team France going to start out with an open goal penalty, and that's going to drop them within 2 goals here. Opportunity.
Well, Dale, I mean, I think it's great to see that the French have come out in the second half. Remember, they were trailing at one point by 6 goals, I think it was.
Yeah.
They've brought it back now. If they, as you say, convert now, then we do have a two-goal game on our hands. And I'm sure the GCPC USA will not be happy with that. But there is still 7.5 minutes to play, and as you know, Dale, a lot can happen in 7.5 minutes.
You got that right for sure. Now remember, stay with us here. We will go to a break after this final chukker, and we will be back for an amazing trophy presentation where we're going to be representing 2 best playing ponies, MVPs, of course, and you'll be able to see all the players up close and personal, and we will have some interviews with both the teams. So stay with us for our post-game party, as we say, and of course the VIP will be rolling, Yan, because it does not stop here, because this is our final game of the 2019 fall season at the Grand Champions Polo Club. And then we're going to roll into snow polo. So remember, check it out, snowpolo.net. All right? And let's get ready for this fifth and final chukker.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
So, as you were saying, and here we go, quickly taken, but is it straight? Yes, it is. He's happy with that. Alors, where is the applause for the number 2, Julien Rennes, getting the fifth and final chukker off to a cracking start. And as Dale was just suggesting, it's just a 2-goal game now, 8 goals to 6. And let's see whether that has put enough momentum into this French team to at least get as close as they can to those 8 goals already having been scored by GCPC USA. On the halfway line, France still in control. They still have it. And this is exactly what they want, but they can't afford to make mistakes. Well, he got away with it this time. The captain coming in now to lending a helping hand. He's going to leave it behind for Henri and Juancito. He nearly got away with it. Here comes the shot on goal. It's a long-distance shot, but is it straight? Oh, it's hit the post, and it's gone over the back line. That's a little bit of bad luck. Well, they need to mobilise everything they can as far forward as possible now, because not only are they playing against a very, very strong GCPC USA team, but they're also playing against the clock. As Roldan will be looking to send the ball out to 1 or 2 or 3 of his attacking players. He's got the Cobra who wants it. Nice little clearance shot by Edouard Pan, who scored in that previous chukker. Bellini will pick this one up, but he's got 3 Frenchmen immediately coming to challenge. Well, that was inevitable. I think he probably would have known better not to have done that, to play it into and against the direction of play. And those are the kind of mistakes, Dale, we mentioned that in the first chukker, where they came out so strong. Those are the kind of mistakes you cannot afford to make at this level. And I'm pretty sure the umpires, who are still in conference, are probably going to drop the ball at the penalty 4 spot. Remember, that's 60 yards to goal. And we've seen Nick Roldan already convert one earlier. You call that the Orlando end, don't you, Dale?
Yeah, the Orlando end. Well, of course, our fields run north and south here. And Orlando being a favorite destination of most of our fans here. And, of course, Miami to the Southland. And this is the big play right here. Here's where you got it. This is why you're one of the top players in the world. If Nicky can put one on here, he'll put a little seal the deal, even though it's not going to hurt him too bad. Here comes Roldan.
Well, he's hit that one low. Oh, but it's still in front of the goal mouth as Juancito tried to put it away. And on the break now, the boys in white. We have a day at the races. Here he comes. But the Cobra will take the man. Well, he's appealing. Henri, he's cut it. Gansey couldn't get to it. He might get a second chance. He's picked it up well. Good put. Oh, what a cracking goal. If that goes through, what a super goal from the captain, Pierre-Henri Goumou. His third of the afternoon. Bien joué, as they say. Bien joué. That means good play.
Bien joué.
Yeah.
And this is a big play right here. You talk about the penalty shot, 2-goal difference, block in there by Juancito, the French guy, French fans down here chanting again. I love it. And what a play by Pierre-Henri Jouet. But this is what I like. Roldan on the move. Nicky going to take this one out of the bowling right here, carry it right in by. Keep your eye on his ball. Bounces off the board perfectly. Nicky will slide in there. Nice little play here by Juancito to pick up the man, to give Nick a few more moments. He'll slow the pace right now. Nicky now looking for the perfect opportunity. Here comes Julian Wren to make a play. Mallets in the air, no whistle. The Cobra turns it around the corner. Mark's going to take a shot from way out. That ball bounces off of Grant. Backed up by Eduardo. Round and round they go. Stolen away by, looks like it's going to be, again, Julian to push it out of there. Nicky's going to come flying in. Breakaway. Oh, miss it. Now Luis will jump over it. Julian's going to get a piece of it. Get it back to Luis Jarret. Little bit of a sword fight here. Roldan will turn it inside. Nice little rub right here. Man, we got melee polo going on, yeah.
Absolutely, but the danger isn't over. Here he goes with the number 2, Grant Gansey. A little flick of the wrist. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Grant Gansey keeping his composure, and that is the first goal for the 3-goal. Let's hear it for Grant Gansey.
You got it, man. What an energy play by both teams. You got to give it up for both teams here. France and GCPC USA. Everybody rocking and rolling. We will get a courtesy change here with this 2-goal lead. This game is not over. A goal a minute, no problem. We'll stop the clock with 3:20. Out here at the field, 3 minutes, 20 seconds. So 3 minutes, 20 seconds left here in this final chukker of the 2019 International Cup. Yan? Whoa, man, this has been fun, man. I am enjoying this. I know the French fans down here are enjoying it, getting behind their team. The VIP seems like they're having fun down there. Great group out here. And this has just been a fun, open, rubbing, racing game. I mean, there hadn't been a lot of fouls. Right. The fouls have not changed the game. We've had a few triggered. We talked about it. You know, we had a few, they challenged the plays that just didn't really make a difference in the game. And now here we go. So the stage is set, 9-7, 3:20 left. Yan, take it away.
All open yet, all open. As we keep saying, a lot can happen even in 3 minutes. Getting a little bit heated under the collar now. But should GCPC USA bring this home, remember it'll be their 8th win. And I'm sure they'll be very, very happy. It's been a hard piece of work, but we anticipated that. And I have to say, it has really been a joy and a pleasure watching these French boys come here, giving it their all. But it ain't over, as I say, and it's a 2-on-1. And Grant Gansey, also very capable of defending, but the French, they're in the danger zone. The French tries to take it.
And a whistle on the play.
Yeah, a whistle, I was going to say.
Yeah, and you're probably going to see. Now, both teams still have their challenges. Remember that here in the second half. So, we have players racing and rubbing again down there. Very physical International Cup. Clean, but physical.
Yeah.
And then we had some players ducking and diving in there. So our 2 mounted officials will ride away. Anytime you see the mounted officials ride away like this, they are discussing the play. And they prefer for you not to follow them, but
course, at their discretion.
All right, so
let's see what they come up with. They're still very much busy trying to work it out what's going on. Well, of course, the French would love to have a little help from above now if it was to go their way. Because if it were to go their way, and let's say they were to get a hit from the spot or a penalty too, well, we could have a one-game goal. Still very much trying to work out what they saw. Now, of course, the fair option always when they are in absolute dispute and they can't find a common denominator, they will very often decide to go for the throw-in.
Grant got run over behind. There's a bunch of stuff going on there.
So let's see. I think that's exactly what it looks like. I think they're going to go for the always the fairest option, which is a throw-in, but it's deep, and it's in front of the American goal mouth. Ball's in play, and now this will be very important to see who wins and gains possession. It looks like the French team have it, but can he get a shot to goal? Now, of course, you cannot ride under a player's swing. There is the shot to goal, and the French get it, and I believe that was Julien Rennes, if I'm not mistaken. Play with the number 2. And yeah, they're back within one goal, 9 goals to 8.
All right, so back to the center here. Here we go. Get behind your team. 2 minutes left. 1 goal difference. What an ending we have going on here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. As the sun sets in the west, Nicky Roldan will win this bowling, and a huge bowling it is. Big outlet pass, nobody home with a blue jersey, as it's going to be Eduardo Pan on the gray pony. Good ball control right here. Good rotation by Pierre-Henri. Control by Pan. Outlet pass coming, miss hit to the center, backed up by Ganzi, stolen away by Pierre. Henri on the move. Little bit of a duck move in the inside. Nicky will wait on this one. Here comes Julien Rennes. Julien Rennes with the next shot, looking for the equalizer. And no whistle on the play as Nicky Roldan scoots away. I like the non-call. It looked like he might have had an open window there. You got Ganzi on the far side working it down. We're about 1 minute left here in this final game. Backed up here, taken by Juancito. Loose ball play, turned around by Bellini. Bellini, one time. Now tries to get by Pierre. Gets an outlet pass. Nicky Roldan will finish it off.
Exactly. There should have been somebody there waiting. They had a chance here, but Roldan, as always, reading the play, anticipating, and he sends a special delivery ball up to the front. And I think, well, it looked like Juancito might have picked that one up, but the French, last 30 seconds, there's the siren now then. Will they get the equalizer? Allez les Bleus, as they would say. I think we might have a bit of a buried ball there. He's taking it out of the divot.
Got time.
Ganzi will watch. There's the drive, but Juancito will pick it up down to the last 10 seconds in chukker number 5. And that will, I think, be all she wrote because they're running out of time. 5 seconds left to play. Roldan. Das stays on the pony, ladies and gentlemen. What a cracking way to finish this International Cup with 1 goal in it. Team GCPC USA win it by 9 goals to 8. Compliments to the French coming back so strong, especially in that second half after they had a bit of a downer, let's say. They came in at the first, they had a bit of a dip. America finding their rhythm, and then the French coming back strong, and there really wasn't much in it. Let's put our hands together, give them a big round of applause for both teams. Thank you very much.
Unbelievable. Well done here. What a finish by the French team. I enjoyed the finish here. It was, like you said, it's a great job there, Gaston. Dordak, great job. Roddy Matthews doing a fine job. Great job by the team, umpiring team today. There they are. Get behind your team. A lot of energy. Team France representing. Team GCPC USA representing. What a final game as they get down here to the final score of 9-8. Nice seeing them all walk off together. Hey, the French group, way to stay behind your team. Awesome today. They really felt you out there. Way to stay behind your country. And, of course, everybody here in the VIP, we will be back here in just a moment as both our teams are walking off here. And we're going to have a lot of festivities still left here. So make sure you stay with us. We're going to break down the game a little bit. We're going to have some interviews with some of the players, as the French team was very open to having interviews, and that'll be a lot of fun. We might get the Can girls out. They're looking at me over there. They want to dance again. We'll talk to you girls in a bit. We'll see. All right, so we'll see. But stay with us here. What a fun day here. 2019 International Cup, Grand Champions Polo Club, ChukkerTV. And so stay with us. We will be back for the final trophy presentation and all of our awards. And once again, thank you for joining us here this year. And remember, all the proceeds are going to the Museum Hall of Fame. And if you got to check that out on Lake Worth Road. And so stay with us. We will be back.
James Fody with ChukkerTV. I'm here with Julia Jenez, and we're getting ready for the France-USA International game, and I'm going to learn some French. So what do you got for me?
We can translate saddle. It's sell in French.
Saddle is sell?
Yes, perfect.
Sell. Sell, I got it again. So saddle is sell in French. We'll see you next time on Learning French.
As far as barns go, it's 10 points.
The weather, the scenic views are unbelievable. To be up here in the mountains in this weather, I don't think you have many choices nicer than this.
I feel like we have some really competitive polo up here. It's friendly competitive polo.
The place is amazing. Good polo fields, good players, good horses, so it's a good experience. It's really good.
Club, they have empanadas there, they have Argentine style barbecue.
I'm in love with this place. The club is really nice, the people is really good.
At least what I can see is that it's an amazing place to be playing polo with the family and with good friends, enjoying, and the weather is great. I can't complain at all.
There's so much to do up here, and people are great, and there's some of the best polo in the country up there.
I think this is the place to play for in the summer.
It's
as good as it gets for summer polo.
It's maybe my new home.
And as soon as our child is old enough, she's going to be in their polo school.
You just want to be a horse in that barn.
So this is the heart of American polo. The atmosphere here at Santa Rita is like family. The Santa Rita facilities are world-class polo facilities. They're in the center of Wellington, Florida, and it's the perfect place to come and play polo at this time of year.
What I really like about Santa Rita is that we have everything very near the barn, so I can get on the horse and go to the track, ride the horses, or sticking ball on the field. All the people that work here at Santa Rita are really nice and really friendly. Also, you can bring the children because the barn is very secure, so the horses are very comfortable and they rest very well.
The Ganti family is providing some wonderful opportunities here at Santa Rita, particularly for the women, because in women's polo we're just now starting to really blossom and grow. Melissa Ganti and Alina Carta have put together this league, and they're doing a fantastic job making opportunities available for women to play once a week against each other. So the Santa Rita League has helped.
All right, welcome back, everybody, here. And what a finish here, of course. Team France coming down. So we want to grab a few players. Juancito Bellini, Ambassador U.S. Pole Aces, and Clothesline. Man, you've been involved with some of these. It's a tough one down at the end.
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, we were pretty comfortable at the beginning, but then after the first half, things just went south for us. And we managed to pull it off, but it was close.
Yeah.
So.
Tell me how it feels, Juancito, to have the opportunity to represent your country. You're an American citizen, of course. And so tell me how it feels to represent your country. I know it's different than playing in different games. Tell me how that feels to you.
It's different, like you said. It's an honor at the same time. I mean, not many people get this chance. I'm one of the lucky ones, so I'm just glad we could win, honestly.
Yeah. It was very cool, man. I love seeing you guys in the middle. Great rotation. It was fun seeing the French team. I mean, they come from another country. They're playing different horses. It got to give you a little exhilarating feeling that they could come back and play that well. You know, you're going to be traveling to other countries, playing other horses maybe in the future. So tell me a little bit how that felt.
No, you got to give it to them. It's not easy just going to another country, playing other people's horses, and trying to compete at your highest level. So I really have to give them a round of applause because they played out of their minds today and really made it hard for us to beat them.
Yeah. Well, I want to say right now, because you and Grant, of course, your little brothers of mine, but I watched these two guys. Grant had 3 goals, you had 4 goals. I thought you had an amazing season in Aspen. Now you're finishing with this win. Yep. Go have a great vacation. We'll see you at Snow Polo.
Thank you.
All right. Put your hands together for Juancito Bellini here, playing the number 4 position. Oh, the girls down there dancing. So it looks like we're getting everybody coming out. Maybe we get Nikki. Nikki, come over real quick. Put your hands together for Nikki Roldan here, captain of the U.S. team, of course. My man. They started out strong.
Yeah.
They started out very strong, but you got them gathered up and you got your team rolling. Tell me how it felt.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I think the French team actually started off strong.
They
started off quick and a lot quicker than us, so we were a little disorganized. But then we fixed it up a little bit in the middle, and then we were up by a few goals, and I don't know if we got a little comfortable or I don't know, but these guys came out really. I mean, I thought they played great. It was a really tough game, one of the toughest we've had, and they deserve to be there.
Yeah, well, you did it again, my brother.
Yeah.
Right here, Nikki Roldan, put your hand together. Highest rated American player. We're going to get him up here. Looks like we got the Cobra over there. Looks like we got Team France coming in. So we got, look at French representatives rolling by here. Yeah. My brave. That's all right. All right. Everybody, you want to get him up there? You want to get it going, Ram? Fun? Okay. Well, maybe I can get Grant in here before. Where's Grant? I saw him around here. Grant, come over. Get Grant Gansey. Put your hands together. Double G. Grant Gansey in the house. Got a little bit of an injury. Come over here real quick. Real quick. Come over. You all right?
Yeah,
all right, come on over here. All right, I told you, great way to end the year. You and Juancito. Tell me how it felt in there. They got you early. You came back strong. Then they came back in that Ford Chucker.
Well, at the beginning, I mean, we just started out flat. There's no way to put it. We lost the throw-ins. We were losing the men, we were floating, we were watching, and they just got us.
Yeah.
They just got us from the jump. So we need to come back and get strong. We played 2 really good chuckers in the second and third. I thought the best probably of the game was second and third. And I didn't think we played that bad in the fifth, but the fourth we played pretty bad. And the first and the fourth really cost us out. I think the halftime kind of slowed our momentum a little bit. And it took us a little bit to get back into the rhythm of, man, hold the ball, and just not allow them to do what they want to do with their game, and it just didn't work.
Great job. These are the kind of games to get strong, brother. Well done. Great job. Composure. Grant Gansey right here. 3 goals. Winning on GCPC USA team. Grant, congratulations.
Hey, thank you. It's going to be fun. Thanks.
All right, brother. Gansey. All right, so we're going to get everybody up here, and I'm going to pass it over to my man, Jan Eric Frank. Jan, take it away.
Got no juice on my phone. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, here we go then. Players, like to make your way up onto the podium. Thank you very much indeed. Leave it here. Yes, indeed. So we're going to... Where is Team France? Can we have Team France, please, up on the podium? Allez les bleus, s'il vous plaît. Podium. Merci. We need the French team. Pierre-Henri, can you please lead your French team podium? Merci beaucoup. Well, gentlemen, yes, if you'd like to go up onto the podium, we're up onto the podium. We're going to start off with the award for the and we're delighted to have none other than Nicholas, Commissioner of the WPL here. So can we have a round of applause, please, for the American Polo Horse Association, Torta Negra, ridden by Juancito and owned by Halo Polo. Let's have a round of applause for Torta Negra. So there you go, Grand Champions. Polo Club, best playing pony. Well done. Thank you very much. Oscar the groom. A big smiley face there on all the players. Thank you very much. Moving on now. The American Polo Horse Association, best playing pony. Please stay with us, Dell. We need you to make it on as for the American Polo Horse Association. This is Darling. She was ridden by Pierre-Henri Ngoumu, owned by Santa Rita and trained by Joey Casey. Bien joué, Pierre-Henri. And another blanket going over that beautiful animal. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Darling. American Polo Horse Association, best playing pony. Wonderful. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, up on the podium, George and Brenda Dupont from the Polo Museum. And before we start with the prize presentation, let's give both teams a big round of applause. Team France and Team GCPC USA. Right then, Brenda and George, are you ready? We are going to start with the two umpires who will be receiving a nice bottle of sparkling Gracida wine. Please step forward, Gaston Dorignac and Roddy Matthews. Bottle of wine. Give her the bottle of wine. Thank you. Let's have a round of applause for our umpires, Gaston Dorignac and Roddy Matthews. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, gentlemen. So now then, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with the runners-up of the International Cup here at Grand Champions Polo Club 2019. They came out so strong. They have won the hearts of everybody here in Wellington. Let's have a round of applause for Team France. Please step forward. Louise Jarige. No, acá. And they receive a beautiful watch, courtesy of Grand Champions Polo Club. There he is with the number 1, scoring a great goal in checker number 4. A round of applause. Louis Jarige, thank you very much. Thank you, Brenda. At number 2, a cracking game with 3 goals to his name. Give it up for Julien Rennes.
Hey, Julien!
Bien joué, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, at number 3, the tallest man in the team. Give it up for Edouard Pan. Merci. And of course, I think a very, very special round of applause. The captain, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Pierre-Henri Ngoumu.
Hey, Pierre!
And now, yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 8 years in the making, 8 times they have won the International Cup here at Grand Champions Polo Club. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you once again to the winners of the International Cup. Team GCP USA, Mr. Mark Ganzi. Well done, Mark. At number 2, ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye on this man. He's a huge talent, Mr. Grant Ganzi. At number 3, ladies and gentlemen, the heartthrob, the 8-goaler, the one and only. Give it up for Mr. Nick Roldan. And ladies and gentlemen, a man who's not far behind when it comes to good looks. Here he is with the number 4, Juancito Bellini. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more very special award to give, and that is for the MVP, the most valuable player. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure. It's going to be handed over there by the 6-time Argentine Open winner, Horacio Hegyi. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the MVP of the International Cup 2019 is...
Here.
I know.
Here.
Nick Roldan!
Good looking man, MVP.
I don't make the rules.
Come on.
I just read what it says here. I just read what it says.
You wrote it like this. That's a great shot.
Thank you, Horacio. Thank you, Brenda and George Dupont of the Museum of Polo. Thank you very much. Thank you, all the lovely people who've come out here this afternoon to watch the Carlos Cristina Memorial. And now, of course, the moment you've all been waiting for, the presentation of that beautiful trophy, handed over, of course, to the team that have won here this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the champions, Team GCPC USA. A little bit closer. Yeah, get in there, Horacio. Well, that, of course, brings us to the end of what has really been a super thrilling fall season. Full season here at Grand Champions Polo Club. Remember, Dale mentioned it earlier on, of course, next month, if you want to spend somewhere nice for Christmas and watch a bit of polo up in Aspen, Colorado, join us then. And, of course, don't forget, next year, very early in February, we will start with year 2 of the WPL, the World Polo League. For now, celebrate with me with a big cheer here for Team GCPC USA, winners of the International Cup 2019. Thank you very much. Enjoy, of course, the rest of your weekend. It's been absolutely so much fun entertaining you here this afternoon, and enjoy the rest of the Saturday night. We've got plenty more to go here at the Grand Champions Polo Club. We've got perfect catering. We've got the Can-Can girls, who I hope are going to give us a little bit more of Can-Can dancing, and of course the lovely mime who is here, also been entertaining the boys and girls. Dale, tell me, how's it been for you?
Oh man, what an amazing International Cup here. And once again, everybody, great energy. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself as much as we do here, the Grand Champions Polo Club. And of course, what a ending here. We're going to get some of the French team over as they're taking a few more pictures. I always like to take this time to thank everybody involved here. We had a great group here at the Grand Champions Polo Club, ChukkerTV, the family, and of course the USA GCPC team doing a fine job. And Jan, what a great time co-commentating with you again as we're getting a few shots here of our mime and our dancers. Of course, we always like to thank Melissa Ganzi-Melli. Thank you so much for everything you do, darling. You are amazing, and she's a brainchild.
She is.
And she does an amazing job. She works so hard behind the scenes. And, of course, Mark. And so they're going to get everybody over here. And I'm going to get the French team over, Jan. Mm-hmm. And to be able to, too, because we know we got a lot of representatives watching from France. So I'm going to have some interviews with the French team. And so that should be a lot of fun. Maybe you should come in because you can speak a little French with them.
Yeah, but you know, I'm quite shy there.
No, come on, you join me. Join me on this one. I'd like to pass this one to you. I think it'd be more representative to you. You can speak to them in French, and it'd be fun for the French team. So stay with us here. We're going to keep it going as they're taking pictures down there. We'll keep it live. Let's get the French team over here, and Jan, we'll bring them in. And once again, congratulations to everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourself. VIP still going off. So join us in there as we get another shot of the beautiful Can-Can girls. And, of course, our mime. And we want to go ahead and thank, of course, Doug Verga Entertainment for doing an amazing job there. We can't get the French team. They're celebrities. It happens.
No, of course, and of course a lot of pictures now taken. Of course, this is a very historic day to have had the French boys So much fun looking after them. I know they've enjoyed it as well, being here at Grand Champions Polo Club. And let me just also return the compliments. Having worked with you again the last 7 weeks has always been a pleasure and never a chore. It's been so much fun. So maybe now, if we can, now there's still pictures and all sorts of dignitaries, of course, wanting to get a piece of the French team, l'équipe, as they call it. And we've got Edouard Pan, who's going to come and have a word with us. Edouard Pan, how's your English?
Come on over, Eduardo.
You can.
And Yan, come on over. We're going to cut you, I'm going to let Yan do the interview here because he speaks French. Okay. So you can go back and forth and talk to your friend. And here we go, Eduardo.
Edouard, ça va? Bonjour. Oui. But I think we're going to keep it in English because obviously I think not everybody might be as fluent, and my French is only sort of mediocre. First of all, well done, a great display. But let's just talk a little bit about the game. You came out guns blazing, very, very strong in that opening chukker. It seemed like you were out there on a mission, scoring 2 very quick goals, and then you had a little bit of a dip. Was that because you lost the concentration, or was that because the Americans just got a bit stronger?
Well, I don't know. We started very strong. Our plan was to start very strong, and then maybe we caught the American team a bit on the first place, and then yeah, they realized, and I mean they started really to play, and so they came back and they played very well, and this moment was very hard for us, so we were a bit destabilized and we didn't know what to do, but well, we managed at the end to come back a bit and try to go as far as we could.
Well, I was about to say, indeed, at the end of that first half, after the first 3 chukkers, it seemed that it wasn't quite happening. You were very strong, you were working very hard, it just needed the goals at the end. Did you have a little team talk at the half-time break? Because when you came back very strong indeed.
Yes, we had, of course. We couldn't score the goals. We were not playing that bad, but well, the American team was making us play more or less, and then we couldn't score the goals. That was one of our problems, and then we tried to change a few things, and we came back a bit stronger. Well, it was too short at the end.
No, but listen, it was a great display because like I said, you had the hearts of a lion and you came out strong. At the end, it was only 1 goal in it. But on behalf of the team, tell us quickly and tell the viewers at ChukkerTV, how has the experience been for you here at Grand Champions Polo Club?
No, it was amazing. It was really nice for us to be here. We have been very well received by Melissa and Mark. Everything is amazing. The setup is really nice. The fields, as you can see, are really good. The weather is perfect. It's so nice for us to know this place because most of us didn't know Wellington, and so it's really amazing. We were so happy to be here.
Fantastic. Well, listen, Edouard, thank you very much for your time. When are you flying back tomorrow?
Yeah.
We'll have a good flight back. We hope to see you back here at Grand Champions. Thank you very much. Edouard Pan, ladies and gentlemen, with the number 3. And let's
All right, we're going to keep it going here.
Oh, we got another
we're
one.
We're going to keep it going.
Okay,
Thank you. No, go. He speaks. Now, here we go. Come here, Luis. Now, he speaks French.
Right.
So I'm going to leave you with him. Because he doesn't speak much English. Luis Jarret, you played amazing polo, man, at 3 goals. Well done. Take it away, Yan.
Okay, he's saying you played amazing polo, so he's saying you bien joué. But is your English, can you speak any English at all? Or? Okay. Le temps ici en Wellington, tu as fait un bien temps ici?
Un très bon.
Keep going.
Un très bon temps. C'était très agréable. Le temps est magnifique. Les terrains sont absolument amazing. And
yeah, he said he really liked it here. So are you going to come back? Peut-être tu reviens encore une fois à l'autre temps?
J'espère. Si on m'invite encore, je reviendrai avec très grand plaisir.
Bah oui. Et demain, tu reviens à France. Et tu habites où en France?
J'habite à Paris, même.
He's from Paris, so we're going to call it there. He's from Paris. Thank you very much. My French is okay, but it's not great. Cool indeed. We have another young man.
We got to get Julian in here.
Bon voyage.
We want to get all the French
Let's
teams
get all
in.
the French in here. Julian.
So Julian likes to speak. He prefers to speak French also. Yan had a French.
You prefer français?
Yan's French is getting better today.
Fringlish. Come a little bit closer. Come a little bit. Tell me. You, if I'm not mistaken, yes, Julian, you scored. Tu scorais le premier goal. When you scored the premier goal, was that the catalyst for l'équipe to go très fort?
Oui, c'était important de mettre le premier goal pour lancer le match et pour donner le rythme à toute l'équipe.
Mais le premier chukker, toute l'équipe c'est très très fort et beaucoup d'énergie.
Très joli.
Ça c'est gâteau. Mais qu'est-ce qui se passe dans le deuxième et le troisième chukker parce qu'il n'y a pas un goal, c'est seulement les Américains qui scorent les goals. Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Je sais pas. On n'a pas. On a très bien commencé. On s'est peut-être un petit peu relâché en disant que on a fait le plus dur.
Ouais.
Et après, malheureusement, les Américains se sont réveillés et là, on a commencé à prendre un peu l'eau et après, on est remonté heureusement en 4e et 5e période.
Exactement. Well, what he was just saying is that when I asked him what happened in the second chukker, he didn't remember, which of course is a very good answer. But he said that they did come back strong, of course, as they did in the fourth and fifth chukker. So, bien joué, encore une fois, merci. Et tu as un grand plaisir dans les États-Unis, en Florida?
Oui, c'était très sympa et merci à le club de nous avoir reçus ici.
Merci. Bon voyage demain. And now,
All right,
of course,
let me finish up
you
with
can finish with the
All right,
captain.
come on
Thank you
in.
very much.
Put your hands together, please, for the captain of the French team, Pierre-Henri. Oh, man, you represented well, brother. 6-goal player. You came in. I love the way you came in with your team. Very controlled. You came in. You won the first tournament. Then you got to play in the USPA 20 goal. They gave us a variance. Got your team organized. Tell us a little bit about the game and the team you play with today.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank everyone for inviting us to play here. Special thank you to Melissa and Mark for inviting us. I want to thank Juan Bolini for helping us with everything. A special thank you to Lisa, who was the manager and was helping us also every day, and we were changing the list and doing everything here. So I want a special thank you to all the Grand Champion team. And then thank you to the horses and everything. Today was a tough game. Being here one week before, 2 weeks, helped us to know the horses and make some changes. I told you yesterday about some changes. Like today, I was going forward to try to control Nick with a monster, so it's a big job. But it was a good game and we had a lot of fun. So I would like to thank you, everybody.
Yeah, you did some amazing. Put your hands together, Pierre, for Pierre-Henri. You represented so well the French team. This is when I think Juan Bolini, one of the toughest games we've had. One of the toughest games that we've had with the U.S. team playing against an international team.
Yeah, voilà. Qu'est-ce que vous dites? Comment ça va?
Ça va très bien, merci.
Comment va? M'appelle Juan Bolini.
Enchanté, je m'appelle Pierre-Henri.
Okay. It's a pleasure to have Pierre here. Was an incredible team, incredible captain of the team. We really enjoy having you here, and was a good surprise for me to meet you. And I have to say, you came as prepared. Your team came as professionals. You came, you try the horses, you take your time, you ride the horses. So I have to say, congratulations. You lucky you win, you lose, but it was an incredible game. I think it was the best game that we have in the international, and so proud that you are here, and I hope you can come back for the revenge. Thank you very much for coming.
Very cool, very cool. There you go. Put your hands together once again. What a team here. Pierre, you're my man. I can't wait to see you again. Thank you for coming out. What a time we had here at ChukkerTV 2019 International Cup. Well, this is the end, and I always hate this part of the game when we got to say goodbye, but thank you for joining us here at ChukkerTV. For Jan, Eric, Frank, my co-announcer, the ChukkerTV family, I'm Dale Schwetz, and I speak for the whole ChukkerTV family when I say thank you for making us the leaders of polo broadcasting, and when you're involved in a day like today, at the Grand Champions Polo Club and ChukkerTV, you know why we always say here at ChukkerTV, we love the polo. We'll see you at snowpolo.net.